Hey guys, it's Marky here. I want to do a Hollow Knight tutorial on beating one of the hardest areas, the Trial of the Fools in the Colosseum. I first want to go over the different charms I feel would be helpful and the charms I have equipped for this fight. So I have Shaman Stone, Quick Slash, Unbreakable Strength, and Long Nail. Some other charms that I think would be helpful would be Unbreakable Heart. That is going to give you a few extra mask shards, which can be very helpful in some areas. Mark of Pride would also be great, and I like Quick Focus and Deep Focus to get your heals in quickly and more of them. Soul Catcher is also really great because spells can get some of the enemies off the screen faster. If you have a few more notches left over, I suggest Grub Song and Nails Master Glory, just so you can get your nail arts off faster. In particular, I will be using Great Slash to one-shot some of the enemies. So I suggest leading this fight as one of the last things you need to do. You will want to be maxed out for this, meaning your nail is a pure nail and you have all of your mask and have collected all of the vessel fragments. And I also like to farm for soul during this fight, so make sure you have your dream nail. Okay, so let's get into the fight. Okay, so when you start out, there will be a bench below the entrance of the Colosseum, so make sure you go there first. And if you die, your shade is in the little room all the way to the left of that bench. So I like to collect my shade and then go sit back at this bench. So is her name Salubra? Will fill up all of my soul vessels. As you can see, she comes out and fills them up. And to get her to do that, you need to collect 40 charms, and you'll have to buy it from her for 800 Geo in the Forgotten Crossroads. But now to start the trial, you need to go to the top and talk to the third stake in the ground and pay it 800 Geo. You only need to pay that one time, but you have to talk to the stake each time to start the trial. So the first enemy that I attack is the one on the far right, and it's the Sturdy Fool. So I just Crystal Heart all the way to the right and start attacking. And so the squits or squats, I'm not sure what they're called, they're going to come out. So I like to attack all of the flying enemies first and get them off the screen as quickly as possible. And a Primal Aspid comes out right there, and so you can use your Abyss Shriek to take care of it. And with the flying fools, I like to climb to the very top and pogo off of them. I like to get above them. And as you see, I will probably pogo a lot of these enemies. And so you can get a heal, climb up, do a spell to get rid of that Primal Aspid. Don't worry about the guys on the ground. The spikes take care of them. Use the spell again to get rid of the Winged Fool. And slowly take care of these guys with your nail. You don't really need to use spells, they're pretty simple. Now, these take 2 shots, get away from their bodies. Once you have defeated them, they'll blow up, and climb all the way to the left here quickly, because these bats are going to come out and they're going to blow up and defeat all of the enemies on the bottom of the screen. Once that is done, you can go back to the middle and wait for all of these, I think they're called death loodles. It's a funny little name. They will come out, but this part is not hard. It is just annoying because they are hard to determine where they're gonna land. But that platform in the middle of the screen, you can usually stay under it and just attack as they come in. And they usually don't go under that platform. And you'll just take your time and get rid of them as quickly as possible, but try not to get hit too many times so you can save your soul. And you can also Great Slash them, and that will actually get rid of them in one shot. get your great slash out and hit this split to the butt. And as you can see, I'm going to hit these enemies with my spells, and I'm just moving left and right on this one platform. Climb up one platform and heal if you can. You can get your great slash ready again, go down a platform and then go down another platform and try to attack him. And I usually get hit by those spikes. And use your spells on these little flying creatures. Another primal aspect comes out right here. I don't have enough soul to use my Abyss Shriek, but just climb above him and take care of him. And these mantis creatures are going to come out. Take care of them quickly. And attack the flying mantises first because they shoot out those discs, and they're a little bit harder to avoid. But if you dash towards their disc, you usually don't get hit by them because it's just going to go to the last known location that you are at. And I get my great slash ready because you can one-shot these soul twisters, but they were just in a bad location, so I had to use my Abyss Shriek. Now 3 mistakes are going to come out. I get rid of 2 of the mistakes and then I leave 1 so I can harvest its soul and heal. And as you can see, it's not hard to harvest the soul, it just takes some time. Now once you get rid of this mistake, you need to be healed because a soul warrior comes in very quickly, as you can see. And with him, you can actually dash towards him if you have a shade cloak and you won't get hit. And then watch out for the follies that come through. Hurry up and get on the platform because now some soul tyrants are going to come in. I use my nail against them to save my soul and my spells for when the soul twisters come in. Just watch out for their electricity. It just follows you around the screen. Now soul twister will come in, use your spell. Another soul tyrant comes in. After this, a soul twister and a soul tyrant comes in. Attack that soul tyrant very quickly to get him off the screen because he just, as you can see, just keeps attacking and it's harder to avoid his attack for me. You cannot heal here. You have another soul warrior come in and a soul twister. Work on the soul twister first and then work on the soul tyrant. Or not tyrant, but warrior. Now your screen just gets a little bit smaller. And attack all of the creatures on the ground first and leave the winged fool last. And I'll show you why in just a moment because you can heal with him. So now that I've gotten rid of those guys, I'm going to hit him twice because if you hit him 3 times, he will die. But if you go up to the very top of the screen and fall, you can heal here. Even though I took a hit there. And just continue to do that until you get as many heals as you possibly can. There's a trick that if you pause and fall, your little knight won't do that motion, the motion where he's stunned. I'm not very good at it, so I didn't attempt it here. Now if you have your shade cloak, you can hit this a couple of times and then dash in to the other side of him. And he doesn't take too many hits. Now get all the way to the right. Use your dream nail. Dream nail again. Move to the middle. move back to the right, move back to the middle, and dream nail again. Now get your great slash ready and climb all the way to the top and get rid of this split. I'm probably saying his name wrong. And look, we have no floor. The floor is lava. Just kidding. It's just spikes, which is really not any better. So here, you're going to want to use your spells and try your best to stay at the very top of the screen, because you can just pogo off of these enemies. It's very hard. I'm not going to lie, this area is usually where I die at because there's nowhere to heal. If you do fall to the ground, a little platform comes out, but it doesn't stay long enough for you to heal. And as you can see, it's just so much harder to attack the enemies if you're below them. So that's why I suggest trying to stay at the very top of the screen as much as possible. And then right here, your area gets smaller. Great slash this guy if you don't miss like me. And then another one comes out. Try to great slash him if you can. Now you get on this platform and heal immediately, because you can die here. There are so many of these death doodles that come out that I have died here. Do you know how heart-wrenching that was to die right here? But just pay attention. Try to attack them as they come towards you, but they usually will fall into the spikes and kill themselves. Now everything is pretty normal again. You have your floor, you have your area. Just take care of the enemies one at a time and try to leave one enemy on the screen as much as possible. As you can probably see by now, that as long as you leave one on the screen, the next set of enemies won't come in. Leave your shielded fools. Anytime that you need to heal or collect some soul, those are the best enemies to get or farm for soul and heal, because they're so slow. See? He's just taking forever to walk over there. I can get many heals, and then he's so slow to attack that I can also just farm for his soul pretty easily as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, get rid of the soul twister. And I'm probably gonna farm a little bit more because I lost some of my soul trying to get rid of the soul twister. Get rid of the soul tyrant because his electricity is really annoying. You can heal with these heavy fools. Just let him dash towards you, and then you dash the other direction. You see how I did that? And then you can heal with that. Just get to the other side of the screen, and you can usually get one heal in. And of course, I'm going to the top to get rid of these flying creatures. And here, I've only gotten to this area twice now, so I don't remember what came after this, so you're going to see me do something that's kind of dumb. You don't need to do this. I'm trying to harvest soul from this roly-poly, and it's very difficult in the beginning, and you can see me struggling. And you don't have to do that, because the shielded fool is going to come right after this, and you can harvest from him. But I've only been here twice, and I've died so many times that I just didn't want to take any chances. So that is why I sat here for so long trying to get his soul. I was very determined. as you can see, it is possible to harvest their soul. I'm able to do it at the end. Okay, now these are your last set of enemies. Leave your shielded full for last so that you can harvest his soul if you didn't do it with the roly-poly, and you might need it because, as you can see, I took a little bit of damage. Because right after this is when the God Tamer is going to come out, so you're going to want to have all your soul and healed completely. And here he is. Now, I start off by shooting 3 spells. I don't do any more because I probably need to heal more than somebody else. I will get hit a lot here. And this is my second time ever fighting this boss, so I wasn't 100% sure what I would need to do. But I knew I needed to get a couple of spells off. So the trick here is to leave the little ant person alone. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, so we'll call it a person, individual, something. The little ant creature. Leave that alone because what really counts is the roly-poly guy. That's who you need to attack. And as you can see, his attacks are shooting. It's called infection, but it's pretty much acid. And then being a roly-poly and attacking you. And when it's a roly-poly, your nail will do no damage if you hit it. So when it shoots its acid or infection out, just stay far enough away, but listen for when it becomes a roly-poly and just pay attention to him. And as you can see, you'll get a good spot where you can pogo off of him. And that's it. And once you complete this, you're going to get 3,000 Geo, and you'll get another 1% towards your 112%, and an achievement.